Hello everyone, I'm Cyndi Young with Brownfield, and I'm joined today by Jackie Applegate, who is the president of Bayer Crop Science North America. Jackie, thank you so much for joining us today. We're excited to hear a little bit about what is going on with Bayer and innovation.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure, Cyndi, to be here, and thank you. Yeah, we have a lot going on at Bayer at the moment. As you know, innovation is an essential part of our DNA. And, when we think about fundamentally that importance, we invest over 2 billion euros a year in our innovation pipeline, which is essential. And for the North American region, we have some really great technologies coming out in our seed platform, our crop protection chemical platform, and then, of course, we have that whole digital enablement with our field view. And so some of the new technologies we have coming out this season in seed, we have our Smart Stacks Pro, which is for corn rootworm, so that's a really new technology for us. We also just got the registration, federal registration for our VT4 Pro, which is above and below ground. So that'll be coming out in 2024, hopefully after the state registrations. And then in the area of cotton, we have Thrive on Cotton, which is a stewarded launch this year, where that's for sucking and piercing insects in cotton. So that's a unique mode of technology that we're bringing to the market. And then what I'm really excited about is we have our short stature corn, which will actually be in the field this year to be working with farmers on a small scale program. But that's really exciting when we can get it into the hands of the farmers and see really what's going on. And then of course we have 6 launches this year in our crop protection chemical portfolio, fungicides, and some herbicides. So it's exciting, a lot going on. A lot of tools in the toolbox for farmers to keep them farming and driving that yield on the acre.
Jackie, many of these products that are in the pipeline or that are being introduced, it started a long time ago. It's not something that takes just a few months to roll out. For instance, short stature corn. I know we've been hearing, I've had the opportunity to be in Germany at Bayer headquarters there and see some of the research and discussion about it there. And that was several years ago.
Yes.
So it takes time and investment.
Yes, it does. On average, it's at least an 8 to 10 year life cycle for all the innovation that we want to bring. And of course, we have to go through all the safety and profile and testing because, we are a regulated industry. So we have to also apply for our license to operate, right, through registration processes. So it is an exciting process. But what I always say, for all the investment, it's kind of like a funnel. So we start with a lot of different opportunities and it funnels down to just a few that come into the market that can really get the registration and can solve a unmet need of what, for the farmer. And I think sometimes people don't realize how much time it really takes, but it's there's a lot of work behind it. And we have a lot of great scientists, in all multiple functions and disciplines that work on our innovation.
We are in a very unique, interesting time, environment in the world right now, in agriculture, and the concern that continues to come up when we talk to farmers, which we do every single day, is supply chain and product availability. And they're concerned going into this 2022 growing season, whether they'll have what they need. How are you dealing with that at Bayer?
Yeah, no, great question. The supply chain perspective really started in the pandemic. So many of the elements that we started to see supply chain disruption with, businesses shutting down. You think about it, you had the world kind of shut down in a way. But farmers, we continue to be able to supply. But, we've really seen disruptions in the areas of freight management and movement, which affects, getting the right product at the right place at the right time. And that's what a farmer needs. As we move further into the pandemic, we've also started to see some of those aspects of suppliers for the intermediates that we need to produce the end product, right? Even simple things as, I know you're gonna think this sounds crazy, but like carton packaging. So, at Bayer, what I, really wanna say is that, we as Bayer are very focused in managing our entire supply chain. We are working very intimately with the growers to assure them of the supply and where it is and providing that status. So, our commitments that we have made to the farmers, we at Bayer can guarantee that they will be getting their products for this season. And also working with the commodity groups and keeping them informed, because here today it's a commodity classic. So if we weren't working together, but fair enough, there is allocation out in the market across the entire, multinationals. But I can say that with working with Bayer that we're in good standing on our products, especially for our North American market, and we will be serving the farmers to get those tools exactly what they need, because we need to, as you said, it's a time in the world, Jim, where we need to pay attention, because of food security and elements like that. So it's essential that we're helping those farmers be successful.
Jackie, take out your crystal ball. Look 10 years into the future. Agriculture, Bayer Crop Science. What do you see? What are you excited about? What makes you nervous?
What I'm excited about is Bayer Crop Science has a fantastic platform. If you think about, our seed, CP, and digital enablement. Today, we're a company that sells what I consider inputs. So we're selling seed, which is the first decision a farmer makes. And then, what are we going to spray depending on our disease pressure? And then, of course, they have like field view and they're, getting data. What excites me is with the evolution of digital enablement in agriculture, we have more information than ever about that particular farm. What's the moisture? What's the nitrogen? What's needed? And with us being able to take, that information, we can select the right hybrid and then think about, the insect or disease or weed pressure that they're dealing with. And we see through that a digital enablement to be able to offer a solution that allows fundamentally the farmer to get the greatest value per acre. And I see a world of where I believe collaborating even more with partners throughout the value chain to help that farmer manage fundamentally their operations. The biggest risk, I would say, is the evolving perspective of the regulatory environment. There's a lot of talk, and it's, and we see this, with COP26, the importance of sustainability, and that is absolutely the case. One of the things that we need to be very clear about is that farmers have always been sustainable. They take care of their land. And so one of the greatest advocacies I believe we need to do as an industry as a whole is show that, to ensure that those that regulate our industry understand of how the practices that we use every day. No-till is a form of sustainability, cover crops. And I think it's important for us as an industry to come together and be getting our messages out there to ensure that the farmer has those tools 10 years from now.
We're coming to a close in the conversation now, so I want to give you the opportunity to share anything that you would like to with our farmers that might be listening, watching today. Anything else you'd like to share?
Absolutely, Cyndi. Yeah, so to the farmers, I can tell you that Bayer is a company that stands by you every day. We're an organization that has the passion of being fearless and first in agriculture. We are along with you for the ride. We have scientists that get up every day to think about what are your needs and how can we provide solutions in the market. And we will be, and hopefully are, your most trusted partner in the industry. And we value the business you give to us every day. Thank you.
Jackie Applegate, President of Bayer Crop Science North America. For Brownfield Ag News, I'm Cyndi Young.